What's going on, everybody? Well, it's a little late this evening. I figure since we can't really get out and crawl unless we do a night run, which is not a bad idea. It's nice out. But anyway, I noticed Undertaker still has to stand on 2 milk crates just to get up to the hood of the truck. He must have forgot to get that off the hood, so he had to get something to stand on to grab it. But anyway, I think he just realized that hood don't even open. So here's what I'm thinking here. First, check out how good these wheels look on the FMS Atlas Power Wagon, whatever you want to call it. These come off of my K5 Blazer originally, the FMS K5 Blazer, and I took these and had them on the back of my Ultimate hauler for a while. Had something else on the front, I don't remember, but yesterday I put the stock wheels and tires back on the hauler and just remembered how good they look. So I threw these on here because I had the actual hauler tires off the back of the hauler on this truck. But man, I actually like the look of these. They're a little bit big, but for this truck, it looks pretty good. So here's what I'm thinking now. I took the ESC out of this quite some time ago. I had a Hobby Wing 1080 in here, like most all my trucks, which is sitting over there. I got 2 of them sitting there. But what I was wanting to try maybe was I got this out of the Arma. Yeah, I know, Arma Basher. We're not going to use the motor, but I was thinking about taking this ESC along with this 2-in-1 controller and throwing that in the Atlas. I don't know how bad it will perform with this instead of a Hobby Wing 1080 or something. But my point is, at least then I can use this controller. I've tried to bind this to a different receiver. It just isn't going to happen. These are meant to go together, and that's pretty much that, I think. You could probably use it on other stuff the same, but I don't think you can actually bind this to an actual Spectrum receiver. At least I couldn't, not mine. So I don't really want to put the Fly Sky one back in there because I'm using it on something else right now. So there's that. So alright, let me show you how these expert carpenter skills of mine are starting to rub off on everything I do still. I've been doing carpenter work a whole life. I grabbed me my Velcro strip and scissors, cut a piece, brung it and put it on here, did not measure, did not even look at it. And look at that perfect fit. Look at that, doesn't even hang, oops. It doesn't hang past either side. Perfect length. It's right. I shit you not. Oh, like who gives a shit, man? Oh. The reason I done that, I actually cut the Velcro, is I noticed there's still a couple pieces of scrap pieces here. So let's see if we can't just slap her down. Put it on here some way where I can get to that power switch. And boom, all done. Okay, just plug it in. And I think I can plug this light in. There's a spot on here for, it said something else, but we're going to go for the light. So alright, now I know the 3S won't work. I just plugged it in and it did, instead of 3 beeps, it went beep beep. It was a little warning alarm saying no, 2S only. So I got me a 2S battery and another adapter, and we got a 2S. Let's see what happens now. We got 1, 2. And then that must have been the go. Alright, looks like we're going to have to reverse some steering. I do got lights. That's good. I plugged it in. Oops. I plugged the lights into the number 3 channel. Can I turn them off? I don't know if there's even a button for that. Why does it say number 3? If my remote only has a 2, but... Alright, let me reverse my steering. Right there, boom. There we go. It does have a steering trim and a steering dual rate as well. If you need it turned down, you can. That's cool. So now what I'm afraid of is what this throttle is going to be like. Oh, okay. I do got brake then reverse because it's set as a crawler. No drag brake set. So I don't know if this ESC even has a way to set. I know you can change the battery from nickel metahydrate to a LiPo, which it already is. But I do not know about changing that brake forward reverse thing because there was no other prong. There's a spot for a prong, but no prong in it. So I guess we'll just make it a fast truck. Actually doesn't seem too bad for what it is. So let's see. It's not all that fast either. It's drivable to just play around, especially. Now, no drag brakes, always a bummer. So it just depends on the situation. But there's that. So now, let me turn that off. We got something else to do. So, all right, now my main thing with that was, I just hate having RC cars sitting around that are not running machines. I have a couple of them where I've taken this or that off of it and I got to put it back. So that was one of them. So at least now it is a running machine. Let's just put it right up there with the controller in the back for once. That'll work. My Blazer, the servo, I think is going out. It's stripped, I believe. I put a old stock FMS servo in there when I had nothing else. So we got to upgrade the servo on that. I believe I took the ESC out of Johnny's Ecto to use on something, so it's down here on my shelf. And then the Jeep over there is just, it's actually all the way apart. I took the transmission, everything out of there. I just got to put a motor back in it and put it back together. I had a Fusion in there and I took it out to put in something else. Now my other one has a Fusion. They both had Fusions, but I needed that Fusion for whatever else. I think I put it in that Toyota right there. Musical Fusions. 1200 kV, already 18, I don't remember. So anyway, now let me get to this. I want to get another body for this pretty soon. Now here's the thing. I probably will stick with the FMS stock body. If I can get a clear one, I can just do my own thing with it. I kind of was going to peel all the red off the side, but I couldn't without the sticky staying there, and I'd have to get like some Goo Gone or some duct tape or something and stick to it to get all that shit off there. It wasn't worth it, so I stopped. I did the front on both sides. Anyway, this body has seen better days. If you see my videos, you know this truck takes a beating. I love this truck. It takes a beating. I'm not the best basher. I don't have all that experience yet. Back when I drove off-road cars, before I had my channel, I was into nitro and 1/5 scale and just regular off-road buggies, but we didn't send them flying through the sky as much back then because parts were expensive. We raced them, we ripped through dirt, we jumped little hills, but we didn't bash like nowadays. Plastics are way stronger for that reason. But anyway, FMS told us when they made this truck, they put body post on here for a simple fact. If they go clipless, you're stuck with the body for, it's hard to change. So they wanted people to be able to put whatever they want on here once they destroyed this one, because it was going to happen. Look at the back of it. It's pretty rough for a fairly new truck. And I'm not that hard on my stuff, and that's what we get for this bad boy. It is cracked right here. I got duct tape underneath it to strengthen it just a little bit. But it's doing its job. Up front right here, I just noticed. Yeah, she's busted all out right there. So anyway, I was thinking about picking up something different. I like the El Camino body I got from Kyosho over there, but I couldn't just tear that up. But then I looked over on my shelf, or actually on my wall. See, we were just talking about my Toyota up here. That is the TF2 body, obviously, but it's on a G-made chassis. They have a couple. That's the Komodo with the regular shocks and stuff. Then you got the leaf spring sawback Jeep they make that's on the same chassis. But anyway, the original body was this thing. It's black normally. I painted it white a long time ago. It was just that all I had was white paint laying around, and I've never done nothing with it. That was my buddy's Savage Crawling right there. His crawler course he had too, Savage Land. But anyway, I was sitting here and I was thinking to myself, wonder what it would look like. And because it's a short wheelbase body, it's not your average 313 millimeter like a crawler. It's more of the TF2 wheelbase, whatever that is, 11.5 instead of 12.5. It would work out if I wanted it on there. I don't really like the body, but if we're going to just tear up stuff, why not, right? Until I get another body. It's kind of heavy compared to what was on there. I have to raise up the post just a little bit, but it covers pretty nice. That's actually not that bad. Let's see. There we go. That's actually kind of good. She's an ugly truck, I'll tell you that. It's not my favorite looking truck body. So, can't think of a much better reason to just beat it to death, huh? I don't know. Let me know what you guys would put on there. And if you were to go with a stock body, if you can get a clear one, what color would you go with? What's your favorite color? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to tell you, I'm confusing myself on favorite colors lately, because one color I've never liked was green. Different shades of green can be okay, and then one day I got a green Chevelle years ago, and that color green was like the only color green I like. And now I like the Arma Fury green even. It's like, what the hell is going on? The world's changing me. So anyway, now, if this video ain't 200 hours long already, there's one more thing I was wanting to do. So alright, now, it's actually the next day, but there's one more body option that I kind of wanted to run by you here. Something that I really like, but I do not want to destroy it. So, something in this type. My Kyosho El Camino body, which originally I bought that El Camino because I was going to make that the Bandit Trans Am. Turned out it had the wrong wheelbase for what, no. I wanted to use it for the General Lee because it's so much better than the TT02s, in my opinion. But it's just the long wheelbase compared to what I got and all that. So we ended up going a different route. Anyway, that would look badass as a monster truck, wouldn't it? I mean, maybe not the way it's just sitting there, but my point is, I don't know what these cost to buy a replacement body clear, but if they come with the stickers and all the bells and whistles, that wouldn't be a bad idea to put on here either. But whatever you put on here, it just gets beat to death. So I think we'll just stick with the original. So anyway, so now, since it is the next day, it has been raining all day. It's finally got the sun coming up, but the day's about over. This weekend was the Wings Over Wayne air show going on at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. So me and my wife, we sat out here in the front yard earlier today and just watched airplanes. We're too far from the actual base where the show's going on, but after they do a little bit of their stuff there, they fly out right over top of our house and turn around while the other planes are doing something. The ones that just did something, they pretty much come out this way and circle around and then go back and do something. But my point is, they all day long, they come around, they circle our house and head back to the base. And it's pretty cool. It's hard to film them, anything like that, especially today. It was so cloudy. They were just disappearing on us. We had a hat on our head with a visor over our eyes, plus we had our sunglasses on, and the clouds were out, and we could not look up at the sky hardly. It was so, the UV rays were killing us today. But anyway, we got a couple shots. I might throw one or two in my next video because this is the end of this one. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. It was just a little bit of messing around last night, and I do think I'm going to take that system out of that truck we put in there since it's not meant for a crawler, and I might go ahead and put that in my General Lee. I took the brushless system out and put in this truck, and I really don't have much plans on putting it back in there right now. My General Lee was more of a shelf queen, and I went and put way too much power in it. It was starting to strip gears because to me the TT02s, they're not that tough. They're all plastic gears unless you start doing some upgrades probably. So I think we're not going to go back to a 4,000 kV motor right away. These are pretty quick. 14 turn brushed motor, but they're actually very quick. So for what it is, and so I don't destroy the car by wrecking it all the time, we're going to slow it down. It's not meant for what I did. I wanted it to be fast, but it's not really what I want out of the car. The car's meant to look cool, be on the shelf, be a conversation piece, and yet be able to drive it. So I think we're going to go ahead and tame it down. So alright guys, on the next video I'll go ahead and let you know at least what I'm going to try to do. I figure if I tell you, maybe I'll do it, because we need to do our four-wheeler giveaway. Now I might still go ahead and try to put these tires onto my bead locks and use that for the giveaway, because I've been wanting to put bead locks on here, but a lot of things have happened. I haven't been able to do it. Oh, we got great news. We hopefully next month we're going to pick up well, actually at the end of this month, we get to go pick up my grandsons and keep them for 3 weeks to a month. We're going to have the best time ever. Stoked about that. And yeah, budget's going to be a little tight, but we're going to have a blast. We didn't get to have our last summer. Things was going on, and we didn't get our grandsons last summer, and we have not been happy about that. It was a sucky summer. So now we're really looking forward to it. So anyway, my point being, next video, it's going to be about the four-wheeler, probably the giveaway, and we're going to put together Eric's 3D rock crawling course that we built him. I haven't even tested it or anything. I was going to pack it up and send it straight to him, and he told me to just take my time with it and enjoy it. He's got a lot going on, and he's not no big hurry for it. So what I'm going to do, we're going to put it together. We're going to test it out. We're going to see if we get traction on the things, and I might even get some paint and do some texture to them and stuff if they're not very good for crawling on, and maybe try to make them look more scale, stuff like that, as you know, something to do before I send them to Eric. We'll see about that on the next video. So stay tuned. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. You can click on the link in the description below.